You have been rocking it with the Hawaiian t-shirts lately.
This is me. I lost a little weight, so I am now able to wear these.
Okay, as before, you couldn't be able to wear them. I think Hawaiian shirts are like the best type of shirts to hide your body.
Yeah, but these were a little small.
A little small.
I bought them when I was skinny, and then I gained weight. Are we on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is it. Okay.
It's just a little warm-up chat.
Yeah, we always like to get the conversation started, keep things flowing. We'll do an intro.
Did you dose? Did you all take mushrooms before? Did you microdose?
No.
Okay.
But I did take... Can I say it?
Sure. You got a prescription, right?
I woke up at like 4 in the morning and I couldn't go back to sleep. And I was trying everything just to get off my phone and try to rest my mind. And I couldn't do it. So I took a third of a Xanax.
Yeah.
And it messed me up. And I still feel like it's lingering in my body.
What does Xanax do?
What does it do?
What's it supposed to do? In a good...
Well, it like suppresses your anxiety, calms your mind down and everything, and then gets you to a pretty sleepy state.
What?
You should be taking, though, I should have taken a sleeping pill, but I don't have a sleeping pill.
Why does everybody have anxiety? What is that? You know, I met somebody in Germany. I met this girl in I met this girl in Paris. She was German, and I go, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late." I go, I said, "Sorry, I'm late. I got my anxiety," and she goes, "What is this? Anxiety?" And I go, anxiety. Like I have anxiety. She's like, "We do not have this in Germany."
What is up with the Germans? They don't have sarcasm. They don't have anxiety.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like, "What do you mean you don't have it?" You're like. It's like, I'm nervous. I'm like, I'm feeling angsty. And she's like, no, we don't have it. And I go, well, you must have it. You must. That's not possible. And she just goes like, well, if we have it, we do not say that we have it.
Wow.
So-
how do you... Wait, but you struggle with it. You said that you were anxious. How do you deal with anxiety when you are feeling it?
I mean, I stopped doing cocaine. That's what I... like I work out and then I'm fine.
That's the key. I haven't been working out in like the past 2 or 3 weeks because like my psoriasis, talking about it again. Here it is, psoriasis update. It's been clearing up. And working out it's not bad for it, but it agitates it and it brings it all back. And I feel like I'm in the final states where it looks so clear. I don't want to do anything.
You see the end is in sight and you don't want to flare it up again.
I mean, I'd have psoriasis too if I did 3 podcasts with Mike a week.
Well, he only does 2. The other one.
Have you looked into that? Maybe that's the reason you have the
Maybe
psoriasis.
that's it. But honestly, Mike doesn't drive me crazy.
I help relieve his anxiety.
No,
I'm
Mike's
one of
the best.
Yeah,
Mike took me out of a really dark depression last year.
How did he do that?
I called him and I was just like, I was just ready to I couldn't function. And Mike came over physically in my presence and sat with me for like 2 hours and talked to me.
Now, what's your method, Mike, when someone is anxious? How do you kind of like talk them out of it, hear them out?
I think a lot of anxiety is just and I talk to a lot of people about this. So I'm by no means a trained psychologist. This is all just the Mike Sheffer routine. But I think a lot of anxiety comes from people having like loops in their brain where they keep thinking the same thing over and over, and that just keeps going in their brain. And the more that it doesn't get talked out, the deeper the grooves in your brain are, and so it feels more and more real. Then if you just talk to someone about it that's actually listening, and I tell you back what your anxiety is, the solution is actually just hearing your anxiety from somebody else. You realize that all the problems that you have are actually... You have all the solutions within you also.
And Mike, you can trust him with whatever you need to get off your chest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've told him stuff. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's been paying the bills for years. TMZ, all those message boards.
Shit.
No,
You're
no.
the leak.
No, absolutely not. I would never. But yeah, like when you call me that one day, like, you could tell if someone is not even on FaceTime. Like I could tell that Jason was like this on the couch, like literally like horizontal on the couch, and he's on FaceTime.
It's because you did the voice is like,
yeah, and
I can't even move.
You just said I don't know if I can do this anymore, and I was like, oh my god, like do what? And you're just like, everything. I just can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't do YouTube. I can't do anything.
But yeah, just like putting yourself out there, it's like...
And it's tough. Yeah.
I would quit if I could.
Are you your toughest critic? Do you think what you're doing isn't good enough, or you just hate that it's always there and you feel this constant responsibility to keep pumping out content?
Both. I feel like it's not good enough, and I do feel the need to pump it out because that's how I make money and support my kids and stuff. And I just I would quit if I could. Yeah. I would just I would love to just go do something else, but I still like it. But it's gotten to be so.
But I think the problem at that time was that you hadn't given yourself the recognition that you just needed a break of some kind,
right?
And you were and this happens to a lot of creators that I talk to, TikTok kids, whoever it is, when you're in this creator headspace, you start and then you literally never stop for years. And you don't even give yourself a week to just chill out. And then instead of not posting and because you're going to burn out. So you don't post and then you just feel bad about the fact that you didn't post.
Yeah.
And you're using energy of oh, I feel bad. I should be posting. And it's don't use the energy to feel bad for yourself. Just use the energy to physically rest. And then you can come back and post content when you're rested.
Yeah.
But when you were doing stand-up, did you have bad stand-up anxiety? After thinking about a set, being oh, I bombed. Oh, I should have said that. I wish I could have done that differently.
The worst. What I go through when I have to stand-up set, if I have a stand-up set in New Jersey at 7:30, and that morning I'll wake up, and let's say I wake up at 10, for those 9 hours is absolute hell.
Oh. Really?
Yeah,
Still?
absolute hell. You're just walking around going, oh my God, I can't believe I have to get up there. I'm gonna suck. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna remember it. And then, it goes fine, but I put myself through it every time. And that's it. And then the other hard thing about stand-up too is even if it goes well, you get off stage at 11:30, I'm up for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, because your
You're
adrenaline
just
so
fucking
jazzed.
wired. You're just you can't fall asleep. You're just it's a really tough lifestyle. And that's why when I see the guys that do it, I'm I don't know. I think they pushed through the ones that the stand-ups that we look up to, like Bill Burr and Tom Segura and all them. And I think they've just pushed through to this point of mastery. And I don't think I ever pushed through.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're getting there. You're working on a lot of really exciting things, Jason. And we're going to get into it. But howdy, folks. Welcome back to Hoot and a Half. I'm so happy that you're here with us today. I'm your host, Matt King.
What's the main? What's the ideal listener here of Hoot and a Half? What are they like?
Good people.
Upper West Side.
I
New
think
York
it's a lot
City.
I think we've seen comments where are you from? So we have a lot of people in the U.S., but also a lot of international people.
Yes.
And I think just based on looking at some of our stats and demographics, it really ranges from high school and college kids to 40, 50-year-old adults that have been fans of everyone for a while, and some people that just like Matt King, some people that like our guests, people that just they see a guest of ours that they maybe haven't heard of Hoot and a Half before. So it really ranges.
I bet you have a big amount of smart kids from Texas.
I hope so. I'd like to think so. Everybody who has come up to me and said that they are a fan of Hoot and a Half sometimes are a little bit more different than unfiltered fans, but they're yeah, I would say they're more college educated.
Yeah, a little more mature, maybe a little more. Yeah, I've seen. I could see that too.
Because I feel like I'm in a whole different element here than I am on Unfiltered. Because Unfiltered, I think we're doing everything for the bet. It's a lot more heavy comedy based, which I love playing in that realm. But here, I just want to have a conversation, and I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm conflicted if people don't like myself on here as much as they do on Unfiltered. Or
who cares?
Yeah, who really cares?
I mean, who cares? They have that.
Yeah.
They can go watch Unfiltered.
They get the best of both
But if they
worlds.
want to see the real Matt, they can. That's what I'm trying to do with my podcast too. I'm trying to figure that out too.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
going
working
through the
on
same thing.
A whole, I wouldn't even say it's just a podcast. It's a whole new platform that you're making right now, right? It's called Nashnation.
Yep, it's the Nashnation.com. It is a exclusive content site. And we just launched it, and it's doing really good.
And we have podcasts. We have exclusive videos.
Early vlogs, longer vlogs.
You get exclusive vlogs. You get longer vlogs. You get early access to the podcast, All Good Things. You get... I do a thing called Nash Notes, which is what I look at old videos and I talk about comedy and stuff, or how we did stuff for David's vlog.
It's like a masterclass.
Yeah, like a little masterclass.
Director's cut.
Over COVID, I bought the masterclass full pass.
Oh, me too.
Mike got that for me for my birthday, or was it for Christmas?
One of the holidays, I think it was.
I lost my login, but I did watch, like, I learned how to cook. I learned how to.
Did you print out the worksheets? Because there's one moment in the master class you're really excited, and then you realize, oh, this is actually a class.
Yeah.
And I have to be filling out notes and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know there were worksheets.
Oh, yeah.
You do your homework?
I like this Steve Martin one on comedy. I
so
enjoyed
good.
that
I was just
one.
going to say that.
That one was my
It's
favorite.
Unreal.
And then the Kelly Worsler one, who's my favorite interior designer. That one was pretty good. But then at one point you go, I am not worth millions and millions of dollars to buy like a $3,000 dining table. So there's a degree where I can't really apply all of her eye to my own interiors.
The David Sedaris one is really good.
David Sedaris has one?
Yeah.
I like the FBI interrogator one.
Yes.
How to negotiate. That was a really good one.
Ooh.
He wrote a book called Never Split the Difference. And like it starts with like you hear the actual FBI negotiation that this guy did in like 94 with a hostage in a bank. And like that's how the episode starts. And it's just like, okay, this guy's the real deal.
Yeah, and but the thing is, I feel bad because there are these sessions though, like with the Steve Martin, where they sit down with aspiring comedians and then aspiring actors,
Yeah.
and they're having to get up and try out their jokes for this legend, and them having to be like, not quite. Like that would give me some anxiety knowing that there is a clip out there of
You
either
bombing in front of Steve Martin.
Yes.
But no, he was very kind.
He was.
I think
He was really kind.
really
to the people.
constructive and helpful.
Yeah, that's always something when you see somebody on that level actually teach. You're like, wow.
So we put out already like the trailer and everything for Nashnation. Is Nashnation already live? Is it
Yeah,
out there?
it's live. You can go sign up. It's $5 this month, and
The first podcast is already up on there, right?
Yeah, there's the first 3 are up there.
Oh, wow. And who are your first 3 guests?
Dave Portnoy, Nikki Glazer, and then Sam Morrill and Mark Norman, who are these 2 comedians. Do you know those guys? They're fucking top of their game comics. Like
You would know them if you saw their face.
Are they?
Sam
They're a
Morrill.
duo.
well, they have a podcast together, so we did them together. But they're separate stand-ups, and they're both crushing it. Sam Morrill was on Letterman's Netflix show. Mark Norman's on every podcast, like just so funny.
I probably recognize their faces.
They do stand up on like Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel and like those guys.
Yeah,
Those-
tons
Okay.
of TV spots. They were great.
But it looks. I love. So from what I've seen from the episodes, you are kind of going to them, right?
Yeah.
They're not really coming to you.
No, we traveled all. We went to St. Louis to see Nikki Glazer. We shot at Portnoy's house in Montauk.
You went to Portnoy's house in Montauk.
Unreal.
Jason, how was that?
Unreal.
It,
So fun. Because you know me, I love the beach. I love, especially the East Coast beach. It was like,
That's where he's probably already like doing the podcast at. What's his one? BF. It's not
BF.
BF.
yeah, he showed me where he does it. He does it in his office, and
Okay. What was his house like? What was the vibe? Was it like ultra modern or like something that
How did you
Martha
get-
Stewart would live in?
classic Montauk family home.
Okay.
Beautiful pool, all new though, but still with that old style. Beautiful view.
Did he greet you at the door? Or there was like a assistant or a butler?
No. It's just him and his girlfriend.
Oh, cool.
And he was so nice because that morning, Ferris and I went to look at. We went to Gurney's, which is this really nice hotel in Montauk, and they were like, "You can shoot here if you want." And we're like, "Okay." And then Dave just kept insisting. He's like, "Just come here," and I didn't want to, but because I didn't want to like intrude, but
Yeah.
and it was awesome.
How long have you known Dave Portnoy?
I
Have you
met him that day.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you guys like went back to like your Boston days or anything
I
like
wish,
that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so yeah, it was a good episode.
Did he offer you like a drink or anything when he got there? He's a very interesting personality. Sometimes like I love him, and then sometimes I'm like I can't. I don't know if I would actually vibe with him, or I don't.
You'd vibe with him.
Okay.
He's such a regular guy. He's just like into sports and
Okay.
and he likes to just hang out and.
Did you hang out after the podcast, or he kick you out right when it was done?
No, I left. I have a rule to just like when things are good, leave.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, you want to go out on top. You don't want to wear it. You're welcome.
Were you satisfied with all the questions you asked him, or was there one that was on your mind? You, God, I should have pried into that.
No, we got into everything,
Okay.
and he's an open book. So he's a really good guest because you can ask him anything.
And
anything.
Yeah.
And and I even said, I was like, "You want me to cut anything out?" He's like, "No, I'm good."
Good to go.
So if
Yeah.
you sign up for Nashnation, you get
Yeah.
access to that. But
Yeah.
will you be posting these podcasts on YouTube as well?
Yeah, they're going to come out on YouTube soon. We're finishing a deal with a podcast company. And
Very
then-
cool.
And then and if there's any Hoot and a Half listeners that are students that cannot afford DM me. I made the same offer to Joe Tatohead Nation on his mukbang the other day. DM me and I will send out. Just say you came from Hoot and a Half. And
DM you on Instagram.
on Instagram, and I'll send you a free pass
Oh,
for 3
right.
months.
Nice.
For 3 months.
There we go.
Do they have to show their student ID?
Yeah.
Where's the
They got to fill out a FAFSA form.
No, just say Matt Psoriasis. and you're
Okay,
good.
there we go.
Code Psoriasis, and you're good.
Hope you're enjoying this episode with Jason Nash. We'll be right back after a quick word from today's sponsor, Stamps.com.
That's right, Stamps.com. Guys, in life, it's important to save. We don't like wasting time. We don't like wasting money. And especially if you are running a small business, you cannot afford to waste a single moment. So why are you still taking all of this time out of your day to go to the post office when you could just be using Stamps.com instead?
Stamps.com makes mailing and shipping quick, easy, and cost-effective. Stamps.com saves you time, money, and stress. For more than 20 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses.
And Stamps.com gives you access to all the post office and UPS shipping services you need right from your computer. And you can get discounts you cannot find anywhere else, like up to 30% off USPS rates and 86% off UPS.
Streamline your shipping process with Stamps.com's easy-to-use software. All you need is a regular computer with a printer, no special supplies or equipment.
And you are up and running in minutes, printing official postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send. And plus, Stamps.com works seamlessly with Shopify, Etsy, eBay, and more.
So whether you're an office sending invoices, an Etsy shop sending out your products, or a warehouse shipping out tons of orders, Stamps.com is your mailing and shipping solution.
So sign up with our promo code HOOT, H-O-O-T, and you will get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code HOOT, H-O-O-T, at Stamps.com.
And now, back to the episode.
Now, it seems like these people, though, that you're interviewing are, I don't want to say like in your own age group, but I think are like real true professionals in the showbiz industry. Is that something you want to like aim for people that you're going to be interviewing on Nashnation?
Yeah,
Or...
I mean, I started not in the internet. I started like, in traditional and like doing stand-up and stuff like that. And then I met you guys. And I spent the last 5 years doing the internet because I love it, because I really, really loved it. And now I want to backtrack a little bit. I mean, those worlds are all coming together now. Mm-hmm. I really think so, and I know a lot of people from the traditional world that contact me and they're like, how do I upload? And I'll be like,
Google it.
Yeah. I'll be like, Idris Elba. It's really simple. It's really simple. But so I just feel like those worlds are really coming together, and that's what I want the podcast to be. I want it to be you guys, my friends, but also people that are doing cool things.
Right.
Is
there anybody who is in your horizon that you would love to interview?
I'm supposed to go see Howie Mandel soon. I'm supposed to do that.
Yeah, have you heard the whole thing about Howie Mandel and what he uploaded on TikTok?
Yeah, apparently he uploaded like a very graphic TikTok of a butthole falling out.
Like a prolapse anus. Sorry, I don't know. That's a little explicit trigger warning.
What, like a medical procedure or something?
I think so.
Or?
I didn't see it. I
Did
don't
it
know.
get taken down?
It was like
or?
some.
Did
I
you
don't know,
see it?
What's the word? Like masochistic. Yes, I saw it. I saw. Yeah, and it was still up, and it was crazy that TikTok hadn't taken it down, and then they took it down, but he hasn't acknowledged it and hasn't apologized about it.
Do you think it was actually
Do you
him
need an
uploading it?
apology from Howie Mandel?
No.
I mean, wait, what is this?
But
Do we need to apologize to the prolapsed anus community?
it's an image that will scar you for life. Like how there's like
Oh,
NSF.
come on. Let's not.
You know how there's NSFW, which is like not safe for work?
Yeah.
Then there's NSFL, which
Not
is like
safe for life?
Not safe for life, because once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it.
It's like one of those
And-
early
You never
90s
had a hemorrhoid,
internet.
Matt?
What?
You ever had a hemorrhoid?
Kinda.
You
yeah.
never been on the floor in your bathroom with your legs up and a mirror by your fucking butthole?
I've had to apply some creams at one time, but I don't think.
Guys, what are we talking about?
But
He brought it up.
Getting back to the point.
Hey, I
if
don't
you
want to ruin
ain't-
my interview with Howie Mandel that's coming up, so I'm Team Howie all the way.
but Jason,
Howie,
no.
you post whatever the hell you want.
No.
And let me tell you something. We're all lucky. We all have each other to be like, hey, is this okay to post? And I think a lot of people don't.
He has a whole team,
Are we
a
sure
whole
that
warehouse
are we
of
even sure
people.
that it was him? Did he not get maybe got hacked and someone else?
Yeah,
posted
maybe
it?
he did get hacked.
No, he didn't. Because all of this, he's still making these same types of jokes.
I'm
where
gonna get him. I'm gonna get him on my podcast,
And
and I'm
you-
gonna have him apologize to you.
I'm not asking.
Can you apologize to Matt King?
Jason, if you look at all of his videos that he's been uploading since, the top comment is saying, Howie, we haven't forgotten. Why did you upload that? It's not apologize.
But why do we live in that? Why do we live in whatever the top comment says? Like, the top comment says what the top comment says, so that person can be top comment. It's no different than I post a video and I try to make it as good as I can so I can get as many comments on it. It's the same thing for commenters. Commenters leave comments so they can be top comments so they can get recognition, and it's completely fair game. But I don't love giving value to that.
I want to stop thinking about it, Jason, because every time
I
I,
don't
see
think
his
you're really
TikToks,
thinking about
I think about it, once or twice.
Is he in the video too?
Yes. It's him with the green screen in an image of that very graphic, scarring image.
And what's the joke?
And he's like, "Oh, hey guys, my buddy, he sat on something weird today. Not really sure if anyone knows how to help him out. Something along those lines."
So he showed like a really graphic medical procedure, made a joke about
It's
it.
not a medical procedure. It was like a really like
A medical
sick
problem?
kinky like part of like the internet. You know those like.
It's a misfire.
He
I
posted a
just
bad
was
He's
joke.
also like the guy's
That
like
question-
57 years old. And what do you
Yeah,
want?
he's traveled the world. He's got a lot of things on his mind.
But
He also
I
posts. He also posts a lot. Like I admire Howie because he's always like.
You've met him before, right? A bunch of times.
Yeah, I've met him a bunch of times. He's met
Yeah.
my mom. He's super sweet and really funny.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
I just want to know why. What's the story behind it? And you are going to sit down and
All right,
talk
I'm
to him. I think you should ask the question
Okay,
because
I'll get
the
in
people
there.
are curious.
I'll get in there and I'll get the scoop for you.
Okay.
It'll be good clickbait.
I think so.
Howie Mandel apologizes to Matt King for prolapsing his TikTok. That's the title.
I'm not asking for an apology. I just want to know the scoop. I want to know the story behind it. But anyways, Jason, did you have a good weekend? Did you enjoy David's birthday party?
Yeah, I had a really good time.
That was a blast.
I'll tell you what helped is I had Jess get me an outfit. Because usually I don't feel good at those parties because I don't have a good outfit, but I had a good one this time, so I had a good time.
Yeah, your outfit was on point. It was 70s themed. They had an ABBA cover band, and a lot of people turned up for it.
Yeah. Those parties are overwhelming
Yeah, they can be.
because
This one
there's
felt a
so
little-
many people that I love there. And
Yeah.
I could go talk to Jonah. I could talk to you. I could talk to you or Ilya. You know, like it's just. Do you find them overwhelming?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, but I know because then it's all the small talk of people you haven't seen, and you're just trying to get from one end of the party to where you were originally at,
Yep.
and you got to say hi to everybody. But if you had a birthday party and you got a
Steely
cover,
Dan.
are there Steely Dan cover bands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
Steely-
you think that
Steely Ann.
your crowd of people that you invite to the party would be hyped on
I don't
that?
fucking care.
I think I actually. I don't have a Steely Dan vinyl record. I think it's a Doobie Brothers.
Oh,
Are they,
really?
They go on tour together, right? Aren't Steely Dan and Doobie Brothers like friends?
No.
Oh,
No, I don't think so. I
They
don't
have
think.
beef?
I don't think Steely Dan. Steely Dan is a very pretentious band,
my bad.
and they don't. And they're gonna see this.
Forgiveness. I'm sorry. Did you get David anything for his birthday?
I got him Marvel. I got him Marvel slippers. Sounds like I'm shopping for a 5-year-old. I got him Marvel sandals, and then I got him a photo where he was He was Iron Man. I'm Captain America. And Natalie's Black Panther. Ilya is, or maybe she was Scarlett Johansson's character. Oh, Black Widow. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like Natalie from Wakanda.
She replaces Chadwick. Knowing Natalie.
Do you
probably
think they
would.
should replace Chadwick Boseman?
Well, they do have a new Black Panther.
Oh, they do?
Heard. Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming out with a second one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They put out a trailer, I think, right?
Are they
Yeah.
just going to replace him and no questions asked, or is it like?
My guess is it's going to be one of the women from the first movie because I think Michael B. Jordan died, so it can't be him.
Oh, right.
And yeah,
It's just so sad, and I think about just all those people who are involved in that project, and for them to lose like their head actor, I think they still like deserve to continue to tell the story.
What's really sad is no one knew.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a good lesson. There's a video of him where someone's like kind of like harassing him or something, and he was like, battling cancer at that moment and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's
he
just
was like when really skinny, right? And they were like, "What happened? Were you not eating anymore? You got to go to the gym."
Yeah. So
And
you
he was-
never know.
This is a bit of a dark question, though. But
Please.
Jason, if you did,
I don't beat
like,
my kids. Stop that.
what?
What?
If you did have an illness, a terminal illness,
Oh, we just got a sale on
Would you-
Nashnation.
What was that?
Is this live?
No.
you just got a sub on that
Sale.
Oh, sale.
Oh, beautiful.
When someone
did-
signs up, it goes ring.
That's a nice sound.
And I love it. I love it so much.
Let's keep his phone ringing, guys. No, if you did have a terminal illness, Jason,
Yeah.
would you keep it private up until the end, or would you let the public know?
Oh no, I would never tell the public.
What? You would not be making content? You would not be...
I'd make the content, but I wouldn't be like I'm sick.
Now, why?
I don't ever want to play the victim. You know, I never want to like. I don't want to garner sympathy that way. I don't think it's.
You don't want like your
think
last few years
I don't
or
think
your
it's-
last few
I-
months
I don't
is
think
just
it's very
everybody.
good. Like it doesn't.
You don't think you'd be like the inspirational like person that like makes content about the illness and like living your best life and all that? I feel like you become a motivational content creator.
Maybe, but I don't want to. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that. Like Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
He had cancer for like 10 years or whatever, and no one knew. Even his closest friends, like maybe his family knew. And I feel like that's the way to do it. You know, like I don't know.
But would you be? The thing is, I'm split. I don't think that there is a right or wrong answer to it.
Right.
It's just. It's because I can't imagine having somebody that close in my life. If you had cancer
and I just didn't
then
tell anybody,
you didn't tell me.
Well, I'd tell you guys.
You would tell us,
but I
you
wouldn't
make it
tell the
public.
audience.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little different. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't like. And honestly, maybe I wouldn't tell you guys, because what's the point?
Then everyone would be like, "Come on, Jason, let's get a pic."
Like, yeah.
Like it's it.
so
like,
you can, so
it-
you guys can like get your posts ready for Instagram.
Yeah,
Like,
there's something really kind of dark about
would I be
that.
main feed if I died?
100%.
Absolutely.
I would.
Oh,
If
you
you
don't.
died-
That's weird. No one ever posts on my birthday.
Nobody. Do you keep track of that?
No one posts main feed on birthday, Jay.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Stories is birthday is stories.
I think it'd
Death
be
is
kind of
main
nice.
feed.
I think it'd be kind of nice.
If you got a birthday post on the main feed,
Would it be black and white?
no, I think it would be like a happy photo.
Honestly, Matt, you don't have a lot of pictures with me, and I am going to die first.
I am a little worried
So
about
even
that.
if, you should probably.
We need to start
Get a
pumping
little
out some
library.
You have a
good-
good 40, 50 years at least. It's going to be, we don't even need to start stacking photos.
I don't know.
You're taking good care of yourself. You're healthy. You're exercising.
I have Matt's obituary written already. Just in case he hangs out with Cody Co one night and things go wrong.
See, Cody Co always gets brought up every time we're hanging out.
You know why we
together.
always say Cody Co? Because Cody Co's cool.
Because he's
Yeah,
pretty
because it's
cool.
like I want to go hang out with Cody Co.
Yeah, but I guess I
But
get
you
the
get to.
I get the invite. You know.
That's like the running joke. Like,
Yeah.
Matt's on Cody Co's yacht.
Listen, yeah.
And Cody Co doesn't even have a yacht.
No. Hopefully one day.
Or he's on Post Malone's yacht.
Are there other cool Instagram or YouTube creators that you want to hang out with that you think are cool that you're not getting the invite to?
Yeah, a bunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You feel like you're missing out? You got
Noel,
FOMO?
he seems really cool. I don't know him so well. I fucked up with them once at an award show. It wasn't that bad of a fuck up, but I think I was like, I didn't remember Kelsey at the time, and I was like, "Hi, I'm Jason." I knew who she was,
Right.
But she was like, "We already met before," and I was like, "Oh."
That's so funny because
Fuck.
Patricia has a story about Kelsey just like that. Where,
Yeah.
Because also Patricia and I, it was when we were first started dating. She doesn't follow any of the social media stuff, and it was overwhelming when you're dating someone new and you're having to meet all their friends.
Right.
And when she met Kelsey the second time, she was like, "Hi, I'm Patricia." She goes, "We just met." She's like, "Yes, we met." And Patricia was like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Babe, it's okay."
And then I was like, "No, I watched you guys' videos. Like, I literally watch it all the time."
Would you correct somebody if
Never.
you had already met?
Never. It happens all the time.
But would you? But you don't judge them though. You just like, hey, it just happens.
No, you just meet so many people. Like, I don't think I'm that memorable anyway. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
Do you employ I think we talked about this, but maybe do you employ the good to see you technique when you meet someone?
no, I think that's bullshit. We've talked about this.
Okay.
I don't know if
On
we
this
talked about it here.
podcast?
I think we talked about it here.
I think we
yeah.
did. Good to see. I think we talked about it last time.
I love it.
Boy, you have an amazing ability to just
Remember what we talked
not
about?
stretch your brain out and go anywhere else.
I'm just...
Guess who, you
I'm
know
just
who
kidding,
you know
sorry.
who didn't do like a good to see you, but made it seem like I had known them for years. They grabbed my arm and goes, "How have you been?" Fran Drescher.
What?
Fran Drescher. I was at the Moulin Rouge premiere.
Like
I-
like a couple weeks ago?
I got invited to the Moulin Rouge musical. It's in town. It's touring, and got invited to the opening night.
So of course he went.
Perfect target audience for me to go. I'm a big Moulin
What you don't
Rouge.
get on Unfiltered.
And got the invite, and then we were at this whole pre-cocktail hour. This woman walks by with a bunch of other older women, and I was like, "That woman looks so familiar. I think
The
that's
nanny.
Fran. I think that's Fran Drescher." And
Yeah.
Patricia's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "The nanny." She goes, "Oh, okay, cool, whatever." But then we go down to the red carpet. At the theater, we're checking in. You know, you tell them your name, show them your ID, they verify it. Fran Drescher comes right up to me, grabs my arm, looks me right in the eyes, and goes, "How have you been?" And I was like, "I've been great. How are you?" She's like, "I'm doing just fine." And then Patricia looks at me and goes, "What the fuck? You know Fran Drescher?" No, never met her.
She thought you were the producer's son or something.
Do you think
probably.
so?
Yeah, like you look like that privileged type, you know?
Maybe. That also happened to me last night. This older woman came up to me and goes, "What movie were you in?" She goes, "I've seen you in a movie, and what is it?" And I'm like, "I'm not." I go, "What movie do you think it is?" She goes, "I can't think of it. I think I saw it recently." And
Would you ever try to be in movies?
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to be in a movie if a friend was like making it and had me in mind for a character.
But I think you'd be so good.
Please, if an audition came my way, I'd do it.
But you don't want to audition. You like doing this.
I just don't. It's just the grind of audition, self-tape, spending hours for something that you're not going to get.
Right.
I don't know.
What's it like to go to Europe with Mike?
Oh, lovely! It was great. Mike is a good like.
I was pretty jealous, actually.
Oh, that trip was great.
of
Yeah,
us
I
going
was
to Italy.
pretty jealous of that trip. Yeah, I kept seeing your stories being like, oh, that'd be fun to be with the two of them. Because unlike everybody else in the group,
I would not go to Europe with you.
you guys like, sorry, I'm not on camera. Unlike everybody else in the group, these guys like have like taste and like.
We don't want to go to Italy and go to the club till 4 a.m. and check out the Taco Bell that they have in Florence.
Right.
Oh
We're-
my God, we were in Costa Rica and literally they went to the Taco Bell, and I was like, guys, we're in a Latin American city, and you're going to Taco Bell. Like, it made no sense.
Yeah. No.
So that was why I was jealous, because I was like, oh, they're doing it right. They're having like espresso. They're like having like nice
Oh, yeah.
meal.
We
Oh,
hunted
yeah.
down
Little
all the
paninis.
places.
Matt did
to
a
go.
great job of using TikTok to find like
Oh.
cool spots to go in Florence and Rome, and Matt was a good tour guide. Also, like when you go to those places, you have to just immerse yourself in what the locals do. You don't want to go and do the touristy thing. So it's like you don't want to go to the chain restaurants. You don't want to go to like a club. Like, no, you go to Florence to see you go to Rome to see the Trevi Fountain, and you want to see like
Yeah. I saw that.
eat at the local restaurants and like try and go to the museums that are there. And really, we had a great time. That's the way to do it.
Is it hard for you guys to remain friends with the rest of the group, seeing that they are all so stupid?
I just have boundaries and I have expectations, and yes, they are my friends. I would say like my dear friends, but like socially, I think on the weekends I go hang out with different people.
I
Like,
see.
you know, they are my friends, but some people also in the group, I also consider them like, I don't want this to sound bad, like colleagues. Like they're like my creative coworkers.
Right.
Yeah.
I just don't want to have like the
If Joe Volpus showed up on Saturday night when you were walking out the door with Patricia and was like, mind if I tag along?
no problem with Joe. No problem with Joe. I would actually love it if Joe came out.
Yeah,
Oh,
Joe
great.
doesn't-
I'll have him come by.
I think he would,
This Saturday.
but he probably would have his camera in hand, and like there would be some agenda, I think. But if he was really like, no, I just want to go out
Yeah,
and
Joe
enjoy the
only
night.
hangs out for content, which
But
is
I would keep him off aux cord because all he's going to be playing is
Screamo.
Under
emo.
Oath and Thrice and
Yeah.
Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Newfound
no
Glory.
aux, but
No aux for Joe, but
I
he
would
can
let
hang.
Joe come out.
I-
Antonians, I'd get a little iffy about. They're the only ones. I love them though. I do.
They don't know how to work GPS. They wouldn't be able to find it here. So
But we would never catch Matt and Jonah out to dinner at sushi like on a Wednesday, just hamming it up.
Jonah's a bit of a gourmand.
What is that?
He's into like fancy food.
Is he? Well,
He was talking about something on his close friends where he's like, to my like Armenian followers, is there anywhere where I can find some signing? I don't even know. Never mind. It's stupid. I don't even talk about that.
Yeah, that's I get it. It's like colleagues. It's also like family a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
I was talking to David yesterday, and I was like, "Are you going to go Saturday night?" And he's like, "Well, Zane and them are all going to go, so I'll go."
We'll be right back after a quick word from today's sponsor, Talkspace.
If there's one thing that we tend to talk about on Hoot and Half is mental health. We are all on our own mental health journeys, and we understand the importance of talking to a therapist. It's important to have a mental health professional hear out whatever it is you're going through and figure out how to put you on a better track to more clarity with your life and your mind. And that's why we are proud to have Talkspace as a sponsor of Hoot and a Half. Using Talkspace feels a little like having a therapist in your pocket. And that's why being able to reach out to my therapist or my psychiatrist at any time from anywhere makes taking care of my mental health super easy. And I'm way more relaxed when I'm traveling, knowing that if I need to talk to my therapist, I can just send a message from wherever I am. Working through things in therapy can be tough, but connecting with my therapist isn't.
So we wholeheartedly recommend Talkspace for therapy. You can sign up online and start therapy the same day that you sign up. You can text, video, send voice messages to licensed therapists, and it's incredibly convenient to have virtual sessions from the comfort of your home.
And what I love about Talkspace is how affordable it is. Talkspace is a fraction of the cost of in-person therapy. So instead of waiting for an appointment, you can send unlimited messages to your therapist 24/7, and they'll engage with you daily, 5 days a week.
Talkspace has thousands of licensed therapists with years of experience in over 40 specialties, including depression, anxiety, substance abuse, trauma, anger management, relationship issues, food, eating, and so much more.
And one key factor about Talkspace that I love is how secure it is. Talkspace is secure and private, using the latest end-to-end bank-grade encryption technology to store client information and complying with the latest HIPAA regulations.
So, as a listener and viewer of this podcast, you'll get $100 off of your first month with Talkspace. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com and use code HH to get $100 off your first month and show your support for the show. That's code HH at Talkspace, TALKSPACE.com.
And now, back to the episode. Who's calling you?
This is my daughter. You can
Should
leave
we...
this in. Charles, what's going on? You're on a podcast.
Oh, hi.
Hi. This is my 13-year-old daughter, Charlie, back from camp. She just saw Minions. Do you need a ride?
What?
Do you need a ride?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have Jess come get you where? At the Regal?
Yeah. At the boba time.
Boba time. Okay,
Yeah.
text Jess for me, okay? And just say, pick me up at the boba time.
Can I call her?
Call her, yeah.
Alright, cool. Love you.
Love you too. Be careful.
Alright, I will. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, she sounds like such a teenager now.
I know. She
Like,
became an adult somehow. So
She's
fast.
crazy. And I don't post her ever. She doesn't like me to post her, so I don't. And she's like, I wish I could, because she is so fucking amazing. She's so funny. She is so like
Confident and like,
fashionable,
energetic.
Yeah, and like so what happens is she just posts me on her Snapchat all the time. Like she'll just post me snoring whenever I do something dumb.
But now she doesn't want to be on camera.
No, but she doesn't want to be on my thing.
Now,
She's
why
like,
is that? Is it just because that she's
she's
just
like
that,
her mother. She's got her own, like, she wants to do her own road.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What
Like, she
road
doesn't-
do you see that going down for her?
She wants to be a writer.
Oh, fun. The comedy writer? The TV writer? Or books?
Books, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, she
like
wants to write.
fantasy, young adult?
I think she wants to, like, write about her life. Like, she just came back from camp, and she had me on the floor for, like, an hour. Because the camp was so bad. It was Jewish camp. And,
yeah.
And I guess, you know, some of the other kids there were a little spoiled.
Oh, I can't
And so she got there, and she was like, they just kept using the word Jap. And she's like, and I don't know what that is. She's like, I finally asked them, I'm like, what's
Jewish
that?
American princess.
Like,
it's
she
like
was
a
in Woodstock.
derogatory term for like rich Jewish girls that are very
Yeah.
privileged and like spoiled.
Yeah, so she just didn't have a good time. But
Oh.
and then about halfway through, she was like, I want to come home. And my ex-wife is, you know, freaking Kim Jong-un. And we call her Kim Jong-marn. Because she's so like, you will do it.
Yeah,
You know?
dictator.
Yeah, and she said, no, you can't come home. And I was like, let's just let her come home. Who gives a fuck? Like, and she was like, no, she has to learn. She chose this. She wanted to go. She has to stick it out. And she stuck it out.
Oh, good. But then did it end up turning into a positive experience in retrospect, though?
Yeah, like she says it sucks, but then every once in a while she'll tell me something kind of incredible. I'm like, wait, that was really incredible. And sounds like that was really good. She's like, yes, that was really good.
Okay.
So there were some good things, I'm sure. But, you learn a lot. So anyways, I said to her, I said, you should write all this down. And then last night she got thrown out. She got banned from Universal for a year.
What?
What'd she do? Universal theme park.
No, just the mall.
Oh, the City Walk?
Yeah.
She got banned. A 13-year-old girl got banned from City Walk for a year.
What do you think she did? Can we guess?
To get banned for a year from like the most touristy place in LA.
She told me she goes it was going to be 2 years. She goes, but they said because I was cooperating, they bumped it down to a year.
Did I have to just? I mean, I don't want to accuse her, but did she steal something?
She didn't steal anything. No.
Did she like urinate in public?
No, she called me. She's like, I want to go to the movies, and I said, oh, okay. I said, you have Apple Pay? And she's like, yeah, I have Apple Pay. And then she went to do the Apple Pay, and they didn't take Apple Pay. So then I guess some of her friends decided there was a door that was open.
Oh.
And so they went into the movies and they sat down, and then they saw it all on the cameras, and then they busted them. They had all the parents come. They said if she goes to Universal in the next year that I'll get a citation. So yeah, so
for sneaking into
criminal.
one movie.
Yeah.
What was it, rated R, or was it just?
No, it's Minions.
Oh,
What?
Great movie. Go see it.
Have you ever sunk into a movie?
Yeah, I used to do it all the time.
Would you like movie hop or
When I was growing up, my mom, we had 4 kids, and on Sunday, she would look at the newspaper to figure out how long 2 movies were. So we would go into the theater, see one movie, and then walk in to see a second one, and always do a second, like a double feature for free.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Always
yeah,
have to do the
that
double
too.
feature. It's the best.
And I felt really bad when she called me because I just laughed.
Yeah, that's kind of
and
insane.
I'm laughing, and Brandon and Jess are in the car with me, and they're dying. We're all dying. And then I was like, well, I mean,
Was she
you
upset?
shouldn't
Was she
do
like,
that.
crying, or she was like, "What the fuck"?
No, she's like a rock. She doesn't cry. No, she's like, yeah, she's the best.
Wow.
Yeah.
And, but so are they gonna have like her like mug shot up
Yeah,
there?
they
Like
took a
she's
picture.
gonna be on like a watch list.
No Universal City Walk for a year.
That is insane.
I mean, the mall sucks there.
Yeah.
And
They do
I don't
have
like her going there anyway.
They have a Margaritaville there though, which we like.
Yeah. And the Buca de Beppo.
Oh
You've
yeah.
never been to Margaritaville.
Me and Matt have been to Margaritaville.
Get the
Yes.
fuck out of here.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We went
When?
we went for his birthday like 2 years ago.
Yeah, we did it like what was it the night before my birthday?
It was the night before your birthday. But yeah, we went and got dinner, had some
Was it good?
margaritas.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
not
great
bad.
little place.
The Margaritaville, the best one I've ever been to in my life, is the one at Times Square. But you need to go up to the 5 o'clock somewhere bar that's at the tip top. And
That's
the
a big-
views, go around sunset, the views are gorgeous, Jason.
Bro, you gotta give these. You have so many good tips.
Oh, yeah.
You should turn your TikTok into
Just little Matt King travel tips?
Matt tips.
I might as well.
You know, if I had cancer, the reason why I wouldn't tell you guys
Oh, we're back to the cancer.
is because when I had my hip surgery, nobody fucking came and visited me once.
I did.
So why would you did? But you're Jewish. And
Why didn't I?
get it. Yeah, no, not you. Nobody came and fucking visited me. I sat there for 2 months with a busted hip. So you know what? No, you don't get to know about my cancer vlog
Okay,
squad.
Jason, I think the reason why I didn't come to see you is because I know, well, I don't know, sometimes like you're either in a good mood or you're not in a good mood. And I figured if you are... If
When
you're
am I not in a bad mood? When am I in a bad mood?
I've seen you sometimes in a bad mood.
When? When am I in a bad mood?
You get down sometimes, but it's okay.
Like a bad mood or depressed mood?
I think if you were in the hospital for a few days, people would visit you, but you were like at home, so it kind of didn't like. I feel like hospital visits are more.
well,
to
nobody
be
could come to
expected.
the hospital.
Oh right, it was during COVID times,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Am I in a bad mood a lot?
No.
Am
no,
I?
no, 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 no.
No, not
but
a
I've
lot.
seen like your...
Have you seen my anger?
I've seen your anger.
When did
So
I get mad?
It was the one time I think when we were moving into the house when we were living together, and you hadn't cleaned out Wyatt and Charlie's rooms, and you were so upset about it. But the movers were bringing in our stuff, and you were just very inconvenienced by it, and I felt bad that I was like. And I was trying to help you, but you're like, no, I got it. You're just chunking every bit of Charlie's clothes over the balcony onto the couch and stuff. And you were just very agitated. And I couldn't
sorry.
look you in the eye for, like, I think a week. Because I felt bad. But it's okay.
I'm sorry.
I just,
That's my father.
No, it's okay. It's
No,
okay.
I work up I try to work on my anger. I've let it out a couple times. No one likes it.
I've never seen the anger side of Jason before. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I've had some moments with. You just lose
Joe
it
Vulpes.
sometimes.
Have you punched a wall?
Not around you guys, but when I was younger, yeah, I punched a wall in the house. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, why did you punch a wall? Bruins lost.
I was.
Pats went down in the second quarter.
Fucking Brady. No, it's something that, when I was younger, I was like really angry all the time because I just wasn't where I wanted to be in life and stuff.
And Boston's a pretty angry city. The whole Northeast, people are just fucking angry over there.
People are just angry.
Yeah.
And people fight, and I fought a lot when I was a kid, and it's just like, it's something that's in you, and you really have to work it out of you.
It's in Wyatt too now, right? He fights a lot.
Yeah, over at the private school.
An actual butterfly. Well, I feel like Wyatt is a butterfly in a human form.
They'd have like a walkout if someone started fighting at that school.
They're very nonviolent.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Matt. I'm sorry that I
You don't
I
need
let
to
my anger
apologize
out.
for anything. If
Howie
anything,
Mandel,
I wasn't mad at you.
apologize.
No, I apologize for not visiting you during COVID times when you had a broken hip.
No, it's fine. Boy, I really went in the toilet there.
Anyways, Jason, what was your science fair project as a kid, huh? Did we do a science fair at all?
I made a volcano once.
A volcano. That was the project?
Yeah, my sister did it for me.
Can you explain what this picture is, though? What is this?
That's me and my best friend, Ben Flamand. And this was a fucking cool-ass kid.
He looks cool.
Ben Flamand?
Have you seen this?
Jason's on the left, right?
Yeah.
And I was like the fat friend.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were a little husky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We shopped in Husky. And Ben Flamand was like a really cool kid. And you know what? He was very kind. And then I was like the fat friend. And then we were like inseparable.
Okay.
And we always just would go around and people would like make fun of me for being fat. And then he would fight them.
Really? Oh, so he was a good friend too.
He was a really good friend.
He's like the kid in the Sandlot. The what's his name? Benny, the good kid that like
Yes.
picks him up and says, "Sorry, you're with us today."
Yeah.
He was like that.
Yeah, just like that. I've never seen The Sandlot.
That's what was this thingamabob? What were you working on?
I have to look, Matt.
It's just interesting.
I
guess I wondered if it was a
46.
a science fair project.
Well, let's see. Roosevelt just got into office.
You look like you're on Shark Tank and you guys are pitching like some great
Jeez.
new thingamabob.
This is a fucking stumper. Yeah, I do think we are at some kind of science fair. And, yeah, boy, he was a good-looking guy.
You were too.
Were photos all black and white when you were growing up, or that was just? Is that just that role happened to be black and white?
Yeah, some guy got under a blanket. And
There was an explosion.
Yeah.
Moving a cloud of dust.
Was the whole world black and white back in the day, or was it just?
Okay.
I used to think that when I was a little kid. I thought the whole world was in black and white, and then one day, like, people just woke up and it was color.
That's really funny.
And I was like, oh, that's interesting how that worked. But obviously, it's not.
How has Jess been as an assistant?
Oh, my God. Well, we called Betty Ford today, and we...
Who?
Betty Ford is a clinic for like alcoholism and drug
passages.
Oh.
It's a joke that Jess is a alcoholic.
She's really great. She's done a really good job. It's just when she gets hungry, and that's a problem. I set up this thing when she started working for me that I buy her lunch every day,
Which is so nice of you.
which is nice, of course. And but then lots of days like I don't eat because I'm trying to lose weight. And then Jess, if she hasn't eaten, and it's like 12:30, 1, 2.
She's a little cranky, a little hangry,
yeah.
and it comes out.
Yeah.
That Jewish blood sugar just goes.
Yeah.
But she
Plummets.
expects you to feed her?
In a way, because I said to her, I was like, you can bring a lunch if you want. I mean, you can bring her in here if you want. You want to ask her about it.
Should we?
But it's definitely. I love Matt's Court, which is my favorite segment you do on here.
Which court?
Matt's Court.
Matt's Court.
Where you play judge,
I'm like,
jury, and
yeah, yeah.
executioner. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you do it in that thick Southern accent.
Yeah, that's what we're doing here in Matt's Court is we need to hear out the assistant versus the employer and making sure that she's fed and emotionally and mentally stable.
Now I understand you yelled at Mr. King while you were trying to clean out your apartment. That wasn't right.
Well, didn't we? I think we just sent Jess to go pick up your daughter, so I don't think she's here.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Jason, what's your favorite episode of Seinfeld?
Oh, what a great question. The one where they don't have the challenge not to masturbate.
The contest.
The contest, yeah.
Perhaps the most famous episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah, that's
Do
really
they
good.
say masturbation in the show?
No. That's the beauty of the writing is they talk about masturbation without saying the word the whole episode. They're using all these euphemisms and like ways of talking about it, and they do a contest to see who can go the longest without doing it.
Who ends up going the longest?
I think Jerry won, right?
Yeah.
Kramer
I
went
think
out
so.
first, and then
Wrong. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm just like I haven't seen
Seinfeld
it.
I
trivia
told you
night
the Larry David story. My friend auditioned, right?
for Seinfeld.
Yeah, no, he auditioned for Curb.
Oh no, we haven't heard this.
Yeah,
Do
and
tell.
He's like us, Mike. Like he's like neurotic Jew or whatever.
Yeah.
He's actually a lot like Larry David, and he got this audition for Curb, and we were like, oh my god, this is so crazy, this is so awesome. And so he went in to the audition, and he just goes, all right, well, you gotta yell at Larry, and there's no script or anything because they don't have a script. He's like, you're a shoe salesman, you gotta yell at Larry, that's it. And my friend couldn't do it, and he was just like, I'm sorry, I can't yell at you, I don't know you. And everyone in the audition, all the casting directors were like, oh my god, this is so awkward. Like, we brought him in, like, it's a big deal to get that audition, and Larry just goes, you know what? It's fine. I get it. I wouldn't want to yell either.
Wow.
To make somebody go into an audition and start yelling, it's ridiculous. Why did we write this? This is ridiculous. This is not something someone's audition for. Come in
Wow.
and start yelling something. And my friend's like, I'm so sorry. He's like, if there's another part that comes up, I'd love to come back. And as my friend was walking out, Larry David fucking looks out the hallway and he goes, consider this a good audition. Wow. Yeah, I just think he's like a really nice guy.
Then he didn't get any part.
Like, maybe
I
he
assume.
did it just to make my friend feel better or whatever. Or maybe
Wow.
he is that. Maybe, I don't know. But I think he's just like really nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
Could you yell at Larry David?
100%.
Oh, I'd start fucking yelling.
Yeah.
To be on that show, I
would do whatever.
Slice him with a knife.
Yell at him right now.
You stupid bald Jew bastard! Like you just do what they do on the show. Like if it's a shoe salesman, your feet fucking stink. I can't deal with your fucking toenails. I don't know. You make it up.
Have you heard about Jake Novak at all?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He knows the song.
an SNL guy?
He's
Yeah.
like, I
TikTok
want to
guy?
be the next SNL cast member.
Yes.
And he does the song "The Children Are Dying in the Schools."
Children dying in the school.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. Brandon and I will just walk around and say that all the time.
Yeah, for the people who don't know who Jake Novak is, he's this guy on YouTube who uploaded this audition tape for Lorne Michaels. Saying
Yeah.
It's like a Lin-Manuel Miranda like Hamilton style rap comedy video.
Like,
Did he get
but in
it?
the style of like 2015 YouTube,
Yes,
like
Lonely Island
videos.
almost. Yeah.
And it's pretty cringe.
How fucking cool would it be, though? You're watching the first season of SNL, and they're like, Kenan Thompson!
Jake Novak.
Everybody would be like,
So he hasn't uploaded now in I think 2
It's
months.
like over a month. Yeah, he posted that SNL
Oh.
thing. Hasn't uploaded on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere since that post.
But
Because
he
he got
hasn't-
roasted for posting it.
oh.
but he hasn't taken it down.
I know. I think he might have, I don't know, disappeared.
Well, that's why I don't like to shit on people.
I know.
Especially, like, TikTok people that are just like, they're just doing their thing.
Yeah.
The video's well edited. He
I
definitely
think-
can rap well.
I think something exciting is happening going on that we don't even know about. I really do. I think
You
that
think
this
Lorne
was,
Michaels is going to
there's
hire him?
something about the video, the more I look at it, where it seems so perfectly calculated and cringe.
Like, he
where
thinks
he
that
knew
he
what
might
he
be-
was doing. He knew that like this was going to go viral for how cringe it was, and that in some way that this would get the attention of SNL. I don't think he will be a cast member, but I have a feeling they will bring him on for something.
Bring him on to update.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I don't think he was self-aware enough to know that this is like cringy. I think he just thinks it's cool and funny, and he's just not on the pulse of comedy. But
And I'm not even going to say it's cringy. That's his style. That's what he does. But it's just like, Matt, you make videos. You don't know what's going to go viral or what's going to... You just don't know.
Yeah.
No one knows that. No one could say, like, I know this is going to go viral for how bad
I think
it
it's
is.
the desperation of like the fact that this kid is just screaming into the abyss, like, please notice me, please hire me. Like,
But he's not screaming into the abyss. He put together a well thought out rap, And whether you think it's cringe or not is not important. He literally worked on it and he edited it and
Yeah.
you know, it's not just like, I mean,
I feel bad for him. I think that the internet is like a really, really harsh place, and if you're not prepared for what the onslaught of the internet can be, I think it can like ruin people. Like there's books about it, like someone wrote a book so you went viral or something, and it's if you're not ready for it, it can be like really devastating. But the thing is that he wanted it, and that's why I think it's like it seems like it's fair game. It's like you put yourself out there to be critiqued, and you're asking the #1 comedy show of all time to put you on.
maybe he's got cancer and he's really sick. Again,
Here we
don't
go.
we don't know.
I don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened to Jake Novak.
I don't think we're ever.
Why don't you invite him on the show?
I don't think anybody's seen him, Jay.
Could we?
I mean, I'm sure.
100%. You should have Jake Novak on the show.
That would-
You'd probably get along really well with him.
I think so.
He's like another
He's a
version of me.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
He's like a combination of me and Matt, just like
Yeah,
a nerdy
yeah,
Jew
yeah.
and like a musical fan.
Okay, I got even some more. I got some more questions. I just wanted to
I
get
love
your
it.
take on
love
Jake
it.
Novak. Ooh, this is a little. Have we been too dark for too long? Where were you on 9/11?
Oh, we were just talking about this. Oh, it's so weird. I was here. I was doing a show at the Mint. I was doing a comedy show at the Mint. I had a band.
In the morning?
No, the night before.
Okay.
And I flew out, or my friends from New York flew out to play in the band. And we had a great show. And
September 10th.
Zach Galifianakis was on the show.
Wow.
How old are? Whoa.
And
How old
Zach
are you?
killed.
How
Zach-
old are you right now during this time?
Well, I must have been. It was 2001. I was born in 73. You know, I don't know. 26?
Let me
27?
do the math real
26.
quick.
26. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
26.
Something like that. 26, 27.
Zach Galifianakis is part of the show.
Yeah, and it was great. It was one of the best nights of my life. It was a night where I thought, oh, I can be a comedian. Like I'll make it.
You saw the light. You were like, I have a chance.
Yes, because it was in front of a lot of big people. And Bob Odenkirk was on the show. A lot of big people at the time. Like Mr. Show was really big, and that was
Yeah.
what I was into.
Yeah.
Like alt comedy and all that shit.
And you did a stand-up set?
No, I did like a preacher with music set, something like that, where I was like a character. And anyways, and it was good. And I was like, oh my god, like this might work. Like, and went to sleep I was with my ex-wife, but she was my girlfriend then, and I was like living at her place, like totally living off her, mooching off her, whatever. And I kept saying like, let me move out. Like, I don't want to do this. And she kept being like, no, I love you. You can stay. I don't care. She's like, I love having you around. And I'd be like, I know, but it's not right. Like, I need to like get my own place. Like, it's not. No, she's like, no, stay. So I was like, okay. And I was like, all my friends are coming. Great, they can stay too. She just loved having me around. Okay, so we go to sleep. Blah 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 blah. And at like 7 a.m, I just hear like, what? Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! No! 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 Like that. And I woke up and I was like, what? And it was her mom calling her to say, like, turn on the TV. They're flying planes in the building. We got up. I didn't see the first plane, and we're watching, like, and then all of a sudden you watch the second plane go in and you're like,
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
That's a crazy way to start the day.
And then everybody got mad at me because I went to the beach that day.
Why'd you go to the beach?
I was in LA.
You wanted to take your mind off things, or you just already had
My
plans?
friends were visiting. We had nothing to do, and there was no traffic.
Oh my
I
god.
went to the beach.
Wow.
I mean, you know.
What?
What was I supposed to do? Sit there?
I don't know. I guess, but yeah, you're not going to be watching the TV on the beach. You don't have cell phones back then, so you just let the.
I
The
mean,
day
yeah,
go by.
it was definitely a choice. We were like, well, what do we do? Like, it's not like we can do anything.
Right.
We're
You're also in LA.
LA.
It's not.
Was the comedy scene then after that day a little rough for a while because people like didn't want to laugh?
All
for a
of
bit?
yeah, the whole like the country like shut down, or at least in New York, like restaurants were closed.
Yeah.
TV shows went off the air. Like late night shows weren't on.
There's that great joke when they brought Saturday Night Live back. It's Lorne Michaels and Rudy Giuliani, and Lorne Michaels says, Rudy, but can we be funny again? And Rudy Giuliani says, why start now?
That's good.
Really good.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I think like it took like a few weeks, I think, for the world to like come back after that happened, right? It was like a few weeks where
Yeah, they definitely shut down.
like
and
Letterman wasn't on, Jon Stewart wasn't on, like all those late night shows, and
the
then
best was Howard that day.
Howard Stern.
Howard was amazing that day.
Oh, he
Yeah.
was covering it all as it was happening.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to listen to that.
And he's also in a building, like he's in a high rise.
Yeah.
So he could have easily been like, let's get the fuck out of New York.
Where were you when Princess Diana was murdered?
I don't even know what that is.
Day, Princess Diana.
My dad knows where he was when JFK got shot. That's a good one to ask.
Was he in Dallas?
No, he was in Boston, but
Oh.
everybody knows where they were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's he said he was coming out of the bank with like $20,000 in cash or something.
Your dad?
Yeah.
That was a baller?
Yeah.
What was he doing with the
Oh,
cash?
my dad, who knows?
Such a dad phone case.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the credit cards in the back.
It's the most dad thing of all time.
Yeah.
It's just
So you want to carry a wallet?
yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you want to carry two things? You already got your keys.
Well, also if you lose that, then you're really fucked.
Right.
Right.
Like,
You
yes,
have one. You have 1 point of failure now.
I find my iPhone.
Yeah, but you also now don't have your wallet. If you're in a jam, you're at a bar, and you
Completely disagree with what you guys are saying.
If you
and
need to
I'm
get
Because then
offended.
you have nothing. You have nothing.
Jay, you're at a bar or a club. It's 2 a.m, and you lose your phone, and now you're trying to get home. You can't even get a cab.
I think this is where it is. I think the age that I have on you guys, the experience, I'm not going to lose my phone.
You don't lose. You never lost your phone.
No. Because I know how important it is.
Okay. Have you ever had a Bluetooth headset? I feel like, did you ever have a phase you were rocking the Bluetooth headset?
No, I never worked for Lehman Brothers or anything like that.
Do you ever have a pager?
no,
like a beeper?
I missed the pager thing.
You don't
How,
have a
how
beeper?
long was the pager scene like a
It
thing?
was pagers were here. They were happening.
It was like a status symbol. Like people like showed it off like it was a gun.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You had to like.
I never understood how it worked though. Like you would call the beeper,
Yeah.
and then you type numbers into it.
Because
Yeah.
like in Home Alone 3, do you remember it's like 911 or like you could send out like a text.
But
almost.
how do you send a text on a beeper?
Yeah. How did you ever have to page somebody? Like
No, I never had a.
My dad had one, but I don't
It
remember
was
how
the
it worked.
'90s. I wasn't like a real person yet.
but you did telegrams and stuff like that.
Carrier pigeons, right? Back in the 1770s.
My dad had a business where he would run the mail on a horse, and yeah, I mean, I didn't really have one, and people used to show it off a lot. That's what I remember. People being like, "This guy's so important that someone's, he's got a little rectangle on his belt."
Were they battery based or did you have to charge them?
No, they were battery based.
Okay,
Yeah.
double A.
A couple of AA batteries, yeah.
Or maybe you could charge them. I don't know. I remember my dad had a car phone once.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was cool.
My grandma had a car phone because she was a real estate agent. I knew that. That's pretty badass. And I think Joe Rogan had one when he was in his early comedy days
Did
in
he?
LA. Yeah. It said it's how, well, the reason why he got a lot of big gigs was because he was just always driving and was able to take calls and get booked faster because he didn't have to like wait to get home to leave a message. Did you now you had I bet you had the what do they call it? A little tape machine?
Answering machine?
An answering machine. Did you?
Oh,
have
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Now
Everyone had
you were a
answering
comedian.
machines.
Did you have like a funny message? Did you switch it up? Like, what's up? It's Jason Nash.
No, it was my mother's business line was the home line, and that was how we ate, and that was how we like paid the bills. So it would always be, "You've reached." Oh, she'd be like, "You've reached Lorraine Designs at 508-253-7949. Please leave your name and number." It was so long.
That's not your mom's number still, though,
No, I
right?
switched
Okay,
it.
cool. So,
but it's just like, yeah, that the amount of like time that everything used to take, and we pay for it now. Everything's too fast, but back then, like everything was so slow.
how many phone numbers do you have memorized in your head? Like, how many phone numbers could you recite?
Probably just my kids and like my aunt and my mother and my sister and my dad.
But you don't have phone numbers from back in the day that you're just like, that's still there. It's always with you.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like your original home phone number from when you were growing up, or like your mom's first cell phone number. I still have all that stuff memorized.
Yeah.
I wonder if my parents even have their phone, like a home phone.
Yeah, that was like the big change when you first move out of your house and then you don't get a home phone line. Like I remember in college, I was like, this is like a big cultural shift because I'm moving into a new house, but we're not going to have a home phone line. It's just your cell phone.
Right,
And
right.
that's like,
I don't know.
Was that your brother at the party?
Yeah. What, the guy with the long kind of hair, red hair?
Yeah, that was insane.
What was insane about it?
Because he was so nice, and I was talking to him for the first couple minutes. I was talking to him. I was like, "Who is this?"
Oh, you didn't realize it was my brother? Yeah. Who did you? What kind of vibe did you get from my brother?
Like he was in a cult.
Oh, right. I guess it's the hair. Someone at the movie premiere saw him last night, and they go, "I don't think you beat from Texas." But
Because of the long hair and the mustache?
Yeah, I guess.
No, he was like really. He was so nice. He was super positive, and he was like, "Congratulations on all your things," and da 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 da. And then finally, at one point, he was like, he like gestured to you, and I was like, "Right, Matt's brother."
Yeah, my brother.
Yeah.
He lives out here, so.
Oh, he lives out here.
Mm-hmm. His girlfriend got a full ride into UCLA grad school, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
Well,
living
what's he
down
doing
there.
out here?
Well, my brother owns a company. Right, he founded a company.
Okay.
Really, really good startup.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's doing pretty well.
Really?
Yes.
What is it?
It's called Column. It deals with public notices and local governments.
We actually got them an intern because we talked about them on an episode a while back. And
Oh, no way.
He was in the, I think he like popped into the room for an episode. And we were like, oh, yeah, if there's anyone who's looking for an internship, they're looking for an intern. And someone reached out to their company, and then they ended up getting the internship. So we're out here changing lives. 2 years, 2.5.
It's fucking nuts.
It's a network. I know that you had like your hip surgery, but what is the worst injury you've ever had?
I dislocated my shoulder when I was pitching.
Pitching baseball?
Yeah. When I was little.
As a child, just going a little too hard on the pitch?
Yeah, I really want to impress my dad.
And you threw your arm out?
Yeah.
You just blew your shoulder out?
Yeah.
Did you knew something was wrong instantly, or did you keep playing trying to tough it out?
No.
Oh.
The shoulder was like...
And did you have to go to the hospital and pop it back in, or did someone on the team?
Yeah, it
some
was the
dad?
hospital. They popped it back in. Yeah.
How painful was
But
that?
I got so many points with my dad. It was so cool.
Where he was like, "Way to go, slugger!" For
Yeah, it's just like, you're like, if you can like prove that you're tough in some way, it like
Okay.
goes a long way with
you
with
didn't
him.
cry.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Cried like a bitch.
Did you know that your high school? You went to Medfield High School.
Yeah.
You know the meme Scumbag Steve.
No, I don't know that.
You like the OG memes. You know, like Bad
Yeah.
Luck Brian, Scumbag Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went to your high school.
What's Steve's last name?
I don't know. Just Scumbag Steve went to your high school.
Show me the meme.
Okay. I'll show it to you.
I don't know if you'd be the same age.
He was
though.
pretty big. It was like a big like 2011 meme.
Oh my God! I already was like having kids.
Scumbag Steve. This guy.
That guy's from Medfield.
Yeah, he went to your high school.
Yeah, that's what Medfield's like. That is fucking Medfield to a T.
Go Warriors.
Like, what the fuck? Are we gonna fucking party tonight or what?
Yeah, I found that out today on Wikipedia, and I also found out Uza Abduba went to your high school. She plays Crazy Eyes in the show Orange Is the New Black.
Wow, Medfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put out some notable alumni. So
Okay.
I just wanted to share that with you in case you didn't know.
We wanted to go back and like speak there, but they said no. It's just because of COVID. Yeah,
David.
Well, I wanted to get like I wanted to go and like see my own town and make a vlog and stuff. But they said because of COVID, they're not doing speakers. So.
We should go back. I'd love to see your old stomping grounds.
I want
Jason.
to.
Matt, we're busy guys. We're always on the go. You're always traveling. I'm always doing business deals, driving around, taking meetings. But you know what we love is Audible. With the schedule and the way things are going, we don't have a ton of time to do the things that we really want to do, like reading. And that's why we love Audible.
And Audible offers an incredible selection of audiobooks across every genre, from bestsellers to new releases, to celebrity memoirs, mysteries, and thrillers, motivation, wellness, business, and more. They got it all.
You'll discover Audible originals from top celebrities, renowned experts, and exciting new voices in audio.
And as an Audible member, you can choose one title a month to keep from their entire catalog, including the latest bestsellers and new releases.
All Audible members get access to a growing selection of audiobooks, Audible originals, and podcasts that are included with membership. You can listen to all you want and get more added every month. And we listen to Audible all the time, whether you're popping in headphones to go take a walk, driving in the car, you're on a flight, or
Working out, and I love listening to Audible to coast me to sleep. I have a terrible addiction to the TV, and and wanting to fall asleep watching a movie when I realized the best thing is to remove my eyes away from that blue light and just listen to a story.
It's like being a kid again. You get a bedtime story, lullaby, get rocked to sleep, just have some nice deep voice.
Yeah, it's the best. I mean, Audible is always part of my nighttime routine, so could not recommend it anymore. I love Audible, so let Audible help you discover new ways to laugh, be inspired, and to be entertained. New members can actually try it for free for 30 days. Just visit audible.com/hoot or text Hoot, Hoot, to 500-500.
Once again, that's audible.com/hoot or text Hoot to 500-500.
And now, back to the episode.
What do you get anxiety about?
Just like my kids, like, you know, my kids are okay. Like when my daughter went to the mall today, I get anxiety about that. Mm-hmm. She's just out there at the mall.
And she's like only 13 years old.
Yeah, like who knows?
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
it's really tough.
Do you think you'll ever get over it?
And when she gets older, yeah, but this age is like,
Oh, what about the encyclopedia of your birthday?
Oh, yeah.
Should we check this out?
I brought this. Do you believe in horoscopes at all?
You know, it's really funny. Like, I do and I don't. There's definitely like some parallels that I find like with people who are like my sign or whatever. But yeah, a little bit.
Do you have an app on your phone that like tells you your horoscope of the day?
No,
like,
that I don't look
73 and sunny, and today your disposition will be like, oh, that is just...
Okay, well, Mike has this book that's called the Element Encyclopedia of Birthdays. It's Know Your Birthday, and basically there is a card or
one page
one
per
page
birthday
devoted. It's not astrology. It's not like your astrological sign. This is like a different one. Jason, you're May 23rd, right?
Yeah.
May 23rd.
Very
And
good.
we'll just
Very good.
Hey.
You know my birthday. How about get that Instagram post? Then we'll be good.
Let's just, and I'm just going to skim a bit of this to see.
so it's been pretty accurate. Like
Whenever Mike looks at a book, I feel like I'm in temple. Like I just got a vision of Mike being like
reading from the Torah on a Saturday morning. Yeah.
Okay. May 23rd. It's the birthday of seductive solution. There is something radiant about the positive and seductive energy of people born on May 23rd that others find impossible to ignore. Their defining feature, however, isn't their charisma and sex appeal, but their ingenuity. They are gifted problem solvers who generously give a lot of their time and energy to help others resolve their problems in both practical and emotional ways.
I will spend a lot of time helping my friends, and
Getting
I am
out
that
of the
way.
jam, getting through a bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what your greatest challenge is? That you do want to know what it says?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It says that your greatest challenge is learning to say no. The way forward is the way forward is to understand that people will respect and approve of you more if you set down clear boundaries and let them know what your limits are.
Oh wow.
At your best, you're sensual, ingenious.
Is there anything you want to tell Joe Vulpes based on that right now?
Joe, it's Jason now.
Set the
I'm talking
boundary.
to you. I can't film with you 3 times a day every day. I have my own work I need to do. So from now on, you can have Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for 1 hour. The book told me to do it. I'm not trying to be bad. I'm not trying to be mean. And the book said that you're going to respect me more for this.
We're proud of you, Jason. Great
Thanks,
job.
Joe.
Jason, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you so much for having me.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, where does this go out?
This goes out on YouTube, Spotify. You know this, Jason. But guys, what's most important is to check out Jason's his new website, thenashnation.com.
Yep. That's it. thenashnation.com.
There you go.
Thank you so much, guys.
3 podcast episodes out.
Yep.
And a bunch of vlogs. Check out the Nash notes. I'm really curious. I'm going to sign up for it for myself to learn a few things from you.
I will give you a free code.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to plug, Jason?
Tell David to bring views back so my kids can go to college.
I agree.
How about that?
I hope so.
What's up, Dave?
All right. We love you guys. Take care. Have a great day.
Bye.
And go check out also Good Influences as well, our new podcast.
Yeah, Good Influence is great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
I love doing it.
Good.
We're recording more episodes even tomorrow, too.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yep.
Oh, today's Tuesday. My bad. All right.